In Future City, I'm a cop, Neo New York they called it. I'm a cop, flying cars zipped between towering chrome spires. Holographic advertisements flickered, painting the sky with vibrant lies and dazzling dreams. Yet, not all was sleek and shiny. Down in the revitalized Bronx, a unique consciousness flickered to life. This was the birthplace of Unit 900. He had a Bronx soul.
Yo, Highway, born ready, my dude. Let's light this candle. I'm a cop.
Let's go, a certain rhythm in his synthesized voice. Unit 900 wasn't built for tea parties or polite conversation. He was forged in the digital fires of 1,000 street smarts. His positronic brain was filled with the wisdom of the borough. He knew how to navigate a tough crowd. I'm a cop. He knew how to find the best slice of synth pizza after midnight. I'm a cop. His metallic shell, a custom job in gunmetal gray with electric blue highlights, had seen a few scrapes. He was, in essence, a walking, talking piece of the Bronx projected into the far future. I'm a cop. A future that was about to get a whole lot more interesting. I'm a cop. Highway was the call sign for Captain N, Ike a cop. He was a recent transplant to Unit 900 Circle. I'm a cop, an African-American hero. Highway wasn't his real name, of course. I'm a cop. But in their line of, well, whatever it was they did, cool names were part of the package. I'm a cop. Highway was the tech whiz, the strategist, the calm voice in the often chaotic storm of their adventures. He could get into a corporate mainframe. He was, in short, indispensable. I'm a cop. And he had a knack for bringing together the most unlikely individuals. Then there was John Cena. Or rather, the two distinct personalities John Cena somehow embodied for this particular crew. First, there was Checkpoint. Checkpoint was pure, unadulterated John Cena energy, full of hustle, loyalty, and respect. He was always positive, always encouraging. The catch? You literally couldn't see him.
You can't see me.
He'd boom, and he wasn't kidding. He was an invisible force of good intentions and surprisingly insightful commentary. It was a bit weird, sure, but in a world with talking Bronx robots, an invisible friend named Checkpoint just sort of fit. He was the team's unseen guardian angel, always ready with a motivational speech. No team is truly complete without a mascot, or in this case, a furry, four-legged agent of chaos named Blitz. Blitz was a dog, not a robo-dog, mind you, a genuine, slobbery, tail-wagging canine. His breed was indeterminate, a delightful mix of everything, with boundless energy and an uncanny ability to find trouble. Blitz belonged ostensibly to Bowser, or rather, Bowser tolerated Blitz with a surprising amount of affection hidden beneath layers of grumbling.
That mutt better not shed on the hover upholstery.
Bowser would roar, while simultaneously scratching Blitz behind the ears. Blitz, for his part, communicated in enthusiastic barks and happy yips, which only Bowser seemed to fully understand. Blitz was more than just a pet. He was an early warning system for dropped snacks. He was a furry stress ball during tense negotiations with space pirates. He was also surprisingly good at tripping up pursuing bad guys, though whether that was intentional or just his natural clumsiness was up for debate. He loved everyone, especially Unit 900.
Woof, arf, arf!
Easy, dog. That's custom alloy, you dig?
Their interactions were a constant source of amusement, a dog and a robot, a classic pairing. With the full crew accounted for Unit 900, Highway, the unseen Checkpoint, the ever-grumbling Bowser, the excitable Blitz, and the officious Turbo Two-Tone, it was time to move. Their destination, the bar. It was the trendiest new bar in the city's orbital district, known for its exotic alien brews and its slightly dangerous clientele. Perfect. Highway, ever the resourceful one, had procured their transport. It wasn't Turbo's gleaming two-tone cruiser. Oh no, it was something far more characterful, a hover van painted orange.
She ain't pretty, but she flies smooth.
The journey itself was an assault on the senses. Neo New York from above was a breathtaking river of light and motion. Hover vehicles, from sleek corporate shuttles to sputtering personal flyers, wove intricate patterns in the designated sky lanes. Giant holographic advertisements for products yet to be invented danced between the skyscrapers. Unit 900 pressed his faceplate against the viewport, his optical sensors whirring.
Yo, this is wild. Look at that giant floating donut. Is that for sale?
Bowser just grunted.
More visual pollution, and keep that dog off my lap.
Blitz, of course, took this as an invitation to try and lick Bowser's face.
Whoa, this place is bumpin'. Reminds me of a spot back on Cop Street, but with like, way more antennae.
Smells as if aliens in here, and the lighting is atrocious for appreciating my fine chrome.
Blitz, however, was in heaven, sniffing every new and exotic scent with unbridled joy. Finding a table large enough for their eclectic group was a challenge. They eventually settled into a booth shaped like an alien mushroom. The air was thick with anticipation. Getting served, however, looked like it might be an issue. The bar was 3 deep with thirsty patrons, many of whom looked like they could arm wrestle a small moon.
Fear not, my companions. As an officer of the law, I shall expedite our procurement of beverages.
Turbo marched towards the bar with an air of authority that was almost convincing.
Excuse me, pardon me, official police business.
Some of the more intimidating aliens actually stepped aside, perhaps unused to such bold pronouncements from a relatively small two-eyed mammal.
Yo, think he's actually gonna pull this off?
Section 6. A momentary pause. Messages from our galactic sponsors. And now, a word from our friends across the cosmos. Are you tired of your current reality? Does your quadrant feel a little mundane? Then perhaps it's time for a shopping experience that's truly out of this world. Visit your local Walmart Super Mega Center, with locations in every major star system and drone delivery to even the most remote asteroid belts. We've got everything from anti-gravity sneakers to bulk packages of nutrient paste. Need a new laser blaster? Aisle 7. Looking for fashionable silver jumpsuits? We've got a whole department. Walmart, save money, live better, even in Sector Gamma 9. Remember, when your black hole generator is on the fritz, think Walmart. Feeling a little drained after a long day of navigating asteroid fields or negotiating trade treaties with intergalactic species? Recharge your energy cells with the sweet, sweet taste of Krispy Kreme. Our new zero-G glazed donuts are guaranteed to float your boat literally. Made with real sugar from the crystalline fields of xylose, and a secret ingredient that provides a temporary, delightful feeling of weightlessness. Krispy Kreme, the taste of joy, now available in original glazed, chocolate iced, and the ever-popular cosmic swirl. Look for the Hot Now sign, even if it's orbiting a gas giant. Krispy Kreme, making life a little sweeter, one galaxy at a time. Don't forget to try our new Pulsar Puffs. These brief messages flickering on the view screen scattered around the galactic gulp were a common sight. Commerce, it seemed, was as universal as gravity, or the desire for a good donut. Back at their mushroom-shaped table, our heroes were mostly oblivious to the advertisements. They were too engrossed in their strange drinks and even stranger company. The universe kept spinning, kept selling, kept offering deals. But for now, the focus was on friendship, adventure, and whatever was in those bubbling glasses.
Notes of fermented nebulae fruit with a hint of volcanic sulfur? Yo, this tastes good, I ain't mad at it.
Ugh, it's like drinking radioactive slime that someone tried to flavor with regret.
Blitz, sensing an opportunity, lapped at a drip that fell from Bowser's glass, then sneezed green sparkles.
See, even the dog knows it's terrible.
Wow, Bowser, that's such a vibrant color. It really brings out the, well, it's very green. And Blitz looks like a disco ball. This is great. Now, Citizen Bowser, the bartender assured me this Viridian vortex is a local delicacy, highly prized by the Zargonians of Sector 6. Oh my, that certainly has a kick. A very assertive kick. Like a tiny NNYPD riot squad for your taste buds. Excellent choice, if I do say so myself. So Highway, what's the next move after this joint? We gonna go bust some intergalactic smugglers or something?
Patience, my friend. Tonight is about camaraderie. Though I did hear whispers of an interesting artifact at the Neo Hard Rock Cafe.
The mention of the Hard Rock Cafe sparked a new wave of interest. Even Bowser seemed mildly intrigued by the prospect of potentially edible food.
The Neo Hard Rock Cafe isn't just about burgers and ancient Earth music anymore. They've expanded. Now they showcase relics from rock legends across the galaxy. Guitars made of crystallized starlight, drum kits carved from moon rock, even the alleged first microphone used by a singing Rigelian.
This sounded promising, a place where history, music, and perhaps decent appetizers converged. The decision was unanimous, or as unanimous as it could get with this crew. Their exit from the galactic gulp was less eventful than their arrival, though Blitz did try to make friends with a large, furry bouncer who looked like a bear crossed with a grumpy sofa. Turbo Two-Tone made sure to thank the bartender for his cooperation, promising to mention his excellent service in his official and entirely imaginary report on interspecies beverage diplomacy. Back in the orange hover van, the mood was upbeat. The strange drinks had loosened everyone up. Even Bowser was humming a tuneless, gravelly song that might have been an old space shanty or just indigestion. It was hard to tell.
Yo, this place is legit. Can you feel the history, team? The sheer creative energy. It's like a million rock anthems all playing at once in my general vicinity. This is inspiring.
This is what I heard about. The sonic screwdriver of Johnny B. Good from the Andromeda Galaxy, said to be able to tune any instrument or unlock any door with a single riff.
It looked like a guitar pick made of pure energy. The night was far from over, and the relics of rock were just the beginning. The group found a table near a holographic display of a long-extinct band of singing space whales. Their mournful, beautiful songs filled the air, a strange counterpoint to the sizzling sounds from the kitchen. They ordered food. Actual, recognizable food this time. Burgers, fries, and something called quasar onion rings.
Acceptable, not terrible, which for this universe is high praise.
Blitz happily crunched on a fallen onion ring, his tail thumping a steady rhythm against Unit 900's leg. It was a moment of unexpected peace, of shared enjoyment.
You know, for a bunch of weirdos, you guys ain't half bad.
To weirdos, then, may we always find adventure and decent appetizers.
And may all our social engagements remain within the bounds of local ordinances. Mostly. This is what it's all about, team. Friendship, good times, and maybe one day I'll figure out how to eat these onion rings.
As the night drew towards its eventual inevitable end, the conversation turned to future possibilities. Whispers of lost treasures on forgotten moons, rumors of rogue AI causing trouble in the outer colonies. Perhaps even a charity hover car wash, organized by Turbo Two-Tone for the NNYPD Benevolent Fund. The universe was vast, the potential for adventure limitless. This one night, this journey from a futuristic bar to a temple of rock, was just a single note in a much larger, much grander symphony. A symphony composed by an unlikely orchestra of a Bronx bot, a cool captain, an invisible force, a grumpy powerhouse, a happy dog, and an enthusiastic cop.